like a milk stout. And here we go in game number 3 with Win Diesel's. Well, I won't say season because there is an elimination bracket, but their path is in jeopardy.
Go for that. Oh.
And a nice save by Lion. Here we go. As Lion's going to rock this one down. Evan Lars' challenge is successful, and he's in the corner and shot back pass to Link. Those back passes are dangerous, but they can be great.
Oh, there we go.
And Kuru up on the wall. He's got one guy to beat. He's got two. Oh, it's a 1v. Oh, so they came in for the demo.
That's dirty.
It was a double demo, but I think he would have been better off to stay open for a pass there.
Maybe they're just trying to make a statement because he literally just demoed him, and he respawned and demoed him as he respawned.
Oh, that's filthy.
That's nasty.
I love it, though. You're probably right. Oh, bam!
There you go.
1-0. Win Diesel. And I think you're right. They probably did come out and say, that's it. Let's start getting after these guys. Boom, boom, boom. Send a message.
I'm still blown away by watching them. Their form compared to how they were in the first 1.5 games. I can't fathom what has happened.
Change. Yeah. Somebody gave a big old William Wallace pep rally speech in the dressing room, I think, here between games.
Yeah,
something happened.
Yeah. Just jump in their chat and ask it.
Yeah, you know that speech that Kurt Douglas or whatever the guy's name is gives in what's that hockey movie? You know the speech I'm talking about.
Hockey movie?
Speech. Oh yeah, where the Americans play the Russians. And he's like, 9 times out of 10 they beat us, but not today. Today's our day. You don't remember that one? What is that?
I don't.
Someone help me out in channel. You know it. You're not a sports guy, are you?
I'm not hockey. Oh yeah.
You all. Yeah, it's got every meme in the world. But anyway, there's actually a Rocket Lads game going on here too. So. Kuru with Miracle. Thank you, Maxibam. I knew you had my back. Miracle. Fantastic movie. If you want to check it out. And it's going to be 2-0 in a floaty boy. And Phoenix prediction looking pretty solid at this point.
Yeah, they're going to slow down a little bit at this point. They're scoring 2 goals. They're going to score a lot more than 3, though. So, but yeah, I'd love to see it because that means more Rocket League, more games, possibly Game 5.
Wow, they get to 3, and I'm going to go out there and Tanya Harding some tires. We're going to keep this thing at 3.
Tanya Harding. Am I supposed to understand that? Because I don't understand that.
You seriously don't know who Tanya Harding is, man? See, I feel so old every time I cast with you. The girl that walked out in the Olympics and took a crowbar to the other figure skater's knee while she was doing her performance? You didn't see this?
I think I've heard of this. This is amazing.
Maxibam, you know Tanya Harding, right? Come on. Someone help me out here.
Man.
It's an education tonight on Rocket Lads.
Uh-oh.
And a big save there from Whiskey Man as Cookie's going to put this one back in the corner. And nice to see here, they've got Phantom Troupe really, and I'm going to steal a word from you, Josh, discombobulated. And they are running all over the place. For once in this match, we see Phantom Troupe's rotations are a little bit blundered. They're kind of floating all over the place. I'm seeing some doubles. I'm seeing them running into each other. And Win Diesel's got them on the ropes. They've got them flustered.
He read about it in the history books.
You kidding me? That's Nias. He was probably 47 when that happened.
Oh boy.
Have you seen his hair? There's no way he wasn't.
Oof. All right. What's
anyway,
happening?
Check it out.
Oof.
It's all right. Yeah. So I gotta stop laughing in the mic. All right, we got a game going on here, and Link's in a pop this one off the post. Had an opportunity there to draw within 1, and it's wasted. As Cookie's going to bring this one back with a decent block. No clear there from Kuru as a pop-up. Needs a shot, but Link's playing way too close. Way too close.
Boom.
Big shot there, Whiskey Boy. That's not what it takes. Oh, big save by Cookies. Fantastic aerial save there. And he's going to come back. He's got Lion on a breakaway. Whoa. He's going to try and put it off the wall and punch it back out for Cookies. And a good red play there by Win Diesel, who sends it back down the other way. And it's another goal, and it's 3-0. And Kuru finds himself on the board for the second time.
Just to clear here, Link doesn't round it. They're trying to demo him. He tries to have to avoid that demo, so he has to go wide, not able to rotate and stop that shot.
Wow, and I love what I'm seeing out of Win Diesel here. Finally waking up. And opportunities that have presented themselves aren't getting squandered like they were in Game 1, Game 2. They just a little unsure who was supposed to step up and take that shot, but they are hungry right now. They're not hesitating. They're just going for it, and I love to see it.
Yeah, their speed is way up. They're putting a challenge on every ball. Even when they go to clear the ball, they're just connecting, getting it downfield.
Yeah, and Phantom Troop feeling the pressure too, like the Evan Lars, so their third player coming in there on what seemed like
Cookies?
a very easy save, and all 3 Phantom Troop players come in to make a save on Evan Lars. That's how you know they're feeling the pressure and they're
Love
going,
it.
what's
This is
going
what
on?
Cookies lives for.
Oh, that a beautiful goal!
Oh, that is Cookies bread and butter. Does that make
Oh.
sense? Cookies bread and butter?
Cookies, bread, cookies.
Cookies. That's,
Yeah,
no.
sure. Yeah, well, like that's cookies, milk, and
Milk and
no.
coffee?
Sure, we'll give you milk.
But man, beautiful shot. Oh, not the
Oh, and
kick
another
off
one
goal.
here. Oh, and a good pinch save there by Evan Lars. And I really need them to score one more minute here if I'm going to get this correction. Whiskey Man. Oh, and a big aerial save redirect by Lion, who Whiskey Man had a shot on net there to put this one away if it's not already. Cookies trying to keep this play alive. Lion steps up as Link rotates back to cover the net. He pushes it deep in the zone and pays for his sins as Whiskey Man gets a nice demo there and another one. And Whiskey Man's just adding insult to injury in this one and making sure they seal the victory. I love to see it. Nothing wrong with getting a little bit aggressive. They can't score if they're not alive. And that's a fact. You heard it here first.
Yeah, for sure. I wish there was a demo counter in this game because I don't think Phantom Troop has issued one single demo yet, but there's been at least 5 or 6 coming out of Win Diesel.
And 8 seconds remaining, and we're going to draw within 1 here. It's going to be a definite win here for Win Diesel, which is, I think, what we all wanted to see to keep this bad boy alive, as this is what's going to fall harmlessly down to the pitch. Maybe? No.
Oh.
And a Win Diesel win, and a beautiful one at that. We have lots to discuss here before we get into Game 3, although we'll get you back in ASAP. By the way, I love Kuro Skyline. Is that a cartoon Skyline skin?
Oh, yeah.
Look
Toon
fantastic.
sketch? I can't remember.
Yeah, Toon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had a Toon skin for that. I just got the Skyline myself. That looks great. Well, what a match. 3-1. Win Diesel cuts this mess that they had dug themselves into, this 2-game hole, down to 1, and now every bit alive. And what a difference. So we come out of Game 2, and we're doom and gloom for Win Diesel. It did not look good. And the worst I've seen them play after 2 games by far. And now, you know, if you had to adjust, let's say it was 0-0 right now, and this thing was, best of 3, and we scratched the board clean, best of 3. Are you confident Phantom Troop comes away with that?
Oh.
Right?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think so. Not at this point.
You know, and it's funny because that's the team we expected to see out of Win Diesel, and we still picked Phantom Troop. But what I'm so impressed was the turnaround. They played so awful to playing so well in that last game, and I think it's shocked Phantom Troop. I think they're slightly rattled.
Yeah, and the demos coming out, I don't think the demos are the reason they're winning, but I think it's just, so oftentimes when you're able to control the pace of the game, you're able to control the boosts. And when you control the boosts and the pace, you also have time to issue demos. You're able to rotate a little wider, go for those demos, and I think that's just a result of all those other things, and they are just all over the place. Like, it's crazy. I still haven't been able to pick out like what happened. Yeah.
Well, they certainly have the momentum carried on their shoulder now coming to this one. They got to feel great about that. Now they're within 1, right? So they're not, you get that, they're still on that verge of elimination. They can't lose 1. But, when you've got the 2 games sitting on your shoulders thinking, oh man, now we've got an uphill battle. You cut that down to 1 and say, we only got to win 1 game. We're going to win 1 game and this season draws even, or this series draws even. And then we're in a 1-1 and you'll take a 1-1 versus anybody. When you're down 2 games originally, so it's going to feel great. So this is really, Phantom Troop's got to step up here. They had their foot on the throat. They've got to press. If they don't, our predictions could be going south. I actually would say, well, I had predicted Phantom Troop's going to win this game. It's going to be over. But if that doesn't happen and Win Diesel wins here, I wouldn't like Phantom Troop's chances for a game 5 with the momentum that Win Diesel's carrying into this now.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the thing that really was really good for Phantom Troop in Game 1, and even some in Game 2, Cookies, a lot of times, he was cutting infield passes. So, like, when he was getting down near the goal line, instead of taking it around the corners, around the walls, he would just kind of cut it in the middle, put it across the net, and they even had more opportunities than they resulted in goals from doing that. So maybe that's something they've kind of gotten away from. Sometimes when the game gets into too fast, you just start booming the ball. Stop slowing it down. And so maybe that's something they just need to kind of do. Take a step back. Even though the other team's playing fast, maybe that's what they want. They want you to just try to match and pace for pace. So if they just kind of take a step back, slow it down, get a little more control, force those 50s, infield passes. Maybe that's what they're missing.
And before we get into this game here, game 4, obviously Phantom Troop just saw a whole nother side of Win Diesel, and a big part of that was their aggressiveness in the demos. That is known to rattle cookies and guys that play in a real fast scheme like that. I think it affected Link a little bit there too, as he looked a little bit flustered and where he was supposed to go with all these demos. How do you counteract that if a team's coming at you aggressively with demos like that? What does Phantom Troop got to do to get back on pace and kind of, re-strategize to adjust to that?
Sometimes your goal line positioning, you can avoid demos by not sitting flat foot. Sometimes, you want to be parallel on that goal line, just kind of under it, but you're leaving yourself open. Sometimes you need to kind of swing into goal, and you kind of get behind the post on either the right or the left side, and that can help prevent that guy from kind of cutting in at you. So maybe positioning that way, but again, it usually just means to me that you're getting outpaced and outboosted. So you're probably just not moving as fast. You're getting caught on those demos, so you just got to move faster. But again, that goes against what I was saying, the slow the game down. So,
Well,
yeah,
maybe
there's
situationally, they're going to have to start applying that to get themselves out of those demos, take that away from
yeah.
Win Diesel, and get back at it. So we're going to find out right now. Looks like these guys are ready, and we'll get our production team to send these guys onto the pitch. We're ready for game 4, and he's giving them inspirational quotes now.
True.
Wayne Gretzky, fantastic. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's a fact. And here we go. Game